planted these little row of trees here a couple of years ago. There's a sweet chestnut, and there's a couple of Norway in the back there. Anyway, the July razor has been out, i.e. hay cutting time again. It's just past the middle of July, and as you can see, the weather has been not bad. We got a bit of breeze in the camera, but we can't do anything about it. When you're doing hay, you just have to look for a window in the weather. But this is not bad. I just thought I'd catch this. It's early morning, well, about 8 o'clock. Previously I've shown bits of footage of this field with the evening sun going down over there, but as you can see, it's behind me now. So we shall crack on with the rest of the day and see where it takes us. And we reinstated this hedge. Oh, I can't remember now. Probably 10 years ago when we got this field. That was an original boundary shown on the old map, so we reinstated that. Smaller fields, more wildlife corridors, and there's a ditch this side, so a lot of this, we've got elder there and hawthorn and some dog rose, so that's grown up on the edge of that ditch. And then we put these poplars in as sets, just cuttings, and they're getting up there. We put more than this in, but again, it was a dry spring and we lost quite a few. And then we've put another row of trees here. This is on the north west side of the field, and this is an oak, and you can see it's grown quite a lot. It's grown over a foot this year. Planting and establishing trees is a labour of love at times. I think these were planted this winter. That's a walnut, and we've got a Scots pine and another oak that's peeping out of the tube. And of course you need the tubes to keep the rabbits off and the hares. There's another Scots pine there. And another one. I do like Scots pine. Anyway, there was a big cypress here. It wasn't actually on our land. It was on the dike edge, the far side, or the ditch edge. And this winter it was so wet and really fierce winds, it blew over, and that's a real disappointment. It, as you can appreciate, it was a huge area of habitat. And I'm just thinking here, I doubt if I can zoom in, but I can just see sort of round seed cones, not as big as Monterey, but something similar, about halfway up there. But there's no way I can see in this sun to focus in on there, but there's some seed cones there somewhere. Maybe you'll see them. I'll see if I can get some of those. We'll go and have a look at the root plate. See, this hedge has established itself well, and it's not a piddly hedge. It was 2 rows, 4 to the metre. You know, and it's a good sort of 5 foot wide now. Yeah, as I say, good habitat hedge. Let's just work our way through this. There you see, huge root plate on the ditch edge, you see. So it just took loads of wet and wind, and over it went, and it was a real big size. Bit devastating. And even though half of the roots are still in the ground, it's not enough to support such a huge canopy. And we're into the wind again, or the breeze. This end of the field didn't do so well this year. We had a very dry period in spring during the lockdown, and it just didn't get off very well. And that bit of a shelter belt there we planted in, I can't remember, 2008, 2010, something like that. We just drifted off there. There we go. So you can see what the fens are like. Good bicycling country. Right, just a bit of an update. Leave you to it. Cheers for now. And here's that Monterey cypress that I showed in the Monterey cypress video, and it's put more growth on. That must be, this is a brief guess, between 10 and 11 foot tall now. That's brilliant. And just coming round here, there is a Wellantonia. Now we're into the sun a bit, so let's just move round here. That's a birch, and there's that Wellantonia. And it's cracking on. Not as fast as the Monterey cypress, but I'm pleased to see that it's going. And next to it, that's a London plane, and a birch, and a Scots pine. Brilliant.